The first time that I heard the proverb, it's a Polish proverb, "Not my circus, not my monkeys," I actually felt kind of shocked. But thinking deeper, I understood what they were saying. The first time I heard it was actually from a husband talking about his wife, and to me it felt quite callous, quite cold, and I still, to some degree, think it was in that particular situation that he would not want to engage with the struggles she was facing. You see, to say, "Not my circus, not my monkeys," is to declare that you don't want to be dragged into the drama of the other person's issues, that you're not wanting to get involved. And I get the boldness of that statement and the proverb, and the need at times to be actually for some people to be quite cold and confrontational and to say, "This is not for me." And often I find it's people who don't want to take responsibility for their circus and their monkeys. And and I've had a few people like this in my life that they say they have these pet lines with which they come out, and I call them word grenades. I thought you were a Christian, and didn't Jesus say? And then they throw oughts and shoulds and make it demanding, and it all feels like they've got a little poor old me, a plum, in their mouth, and they want you to solve all their problems and make life better for them. And I guess another line is manipulation munition. All right, it's thrown over the line, the boundary line. And over the years, I have known people who seem to have grown into professional circus owners and monkey minders. And have you ever experienced people like that? You know, they want you to take control and responsibility for their own monkeys, their own chaos. Or maybe it's you see a need and you see the circus and the monkeys happening in this other person's life and you want to help and you kind of adopt the circus and monkeys and you make them their own. But in the end, the person doesn't change, they don't face the chaos, and all you are left with is exhaustion and a big pile of monkey poop. Seriously. And I wondered, did Jesus ever say this? Anything like this? Did Jesus never said circus or monkeys? But Jesus did tell a story, a very famous story, about a young man who had a circus, had monkeys as such, and had a loving parent that let them have their trip, let them experience the fullness of their monkeys and the fullness of the trip in the circus. And it's the story of the prodigal son and loving father. You see, the son had a dream of running away with the circus as such. And monkey thoughts of hedonistic, um, self-serving pleasure just filled his life. And the father gave him his inheritance and watched him and his circus monkeys wander away. You know, he still loved the son and longed for his return, but knew that the son had to tame his own circus lusts and desires. In this story, you know, it's got so many lessons for us. But the allowance of free will and facing its consequences, it's a major lesson for all of us. And I know for many of us, including myself, there is a strong desire to rescue and to help. But people's patterns of behaving and thinking just continue on until that particular person decides that their monkeys in their circus are their responsibility. So, how do you help someone with their circus and their monkeys? Well, first thing I do is I stand back and observe. I just stand back and I look at the circus, I look at the monkeys. What's really going on? And I ask lots of gentle, curious questions. I'm not trying to fix the situation, or advise, or save, or set them straight. I just want to try to understand what's going on. The second thing is to express empathy. Yeah, help them to know that you are with them in this, that you feel have some feelings for their situation, that they're not alone. The third thing is express that this is the line. This is your line. This is what I can do. This is what I can't do. And so, for example, often it could be a money situation. And you might have to say, look, I can't give you any money, but I can help you get to a budgeting service. They might say, oh, no, you just got to come back with that same line. Look, I can't give you any money, but this is what I can do. I can help you get to a budgeting service. It's their circus, their monkeys that you are helping them to get control of. And the fourth thing is empower self responsibility. And that's so crucial. Empower the ownership of the problem into their hands. And typically what I do is I use a problem solving sheet, and there's a link in the blog post that I've written associated with this podcast, with this YouTube. And then making a stand plan, which is a simple, timed, aimed at the right thing, and negotiated plan to actually achieve the change that needs to happen. Another thing I can tell you is that I think you need to learn some lines. It's lines that you can rehearse and say over and over again to yourself when you feel the need to be drawn into the circus and the chaos of somebody else's monkeys. Um, Here's a few lines that you can say to yourself. Not my circus, not my monkeys. I have my own circus to enjoy. Or it could be endure. But not my circus, not my monkeys. I have my own circus to enjoy. Another one is not my circus, not my monkeys. But I can offer them a net to help for them to catch their own monkeys. All right? I can offer you a net to get control of these things. Another one is how will they ever learn if I keep rescuing them? How will they ever learn if I keep rescuing them? Am I enabling this to happen in them some way? Am I enabling this to happen? Another one is everyone has a nest, and I am but one strand. And when I'm talking about the nest, I'm talking about the community of relationships. You are not called to be all the things that they need in their life. There are other people that can help. You can only do one thing. You're just one strand in the nest. And I will do what I can do. They will do what they can do. And God will do what God can do. I am not God. Okay, yeah, just clarify that. I will do what I can do. I might take them to the budgeting service. I might help them find out some counsellor or something. They will do what they can do, and they've got to do what they can do. God will do what God will do. I am not God. Here's a poem. It's called Not My Circus. It's not my circus. They're not my monkeys. They're not my clowns dancing around inside. I'm not your circus grandmaster, ringmaster. I'm not going to take control. That's for you to step up and do, but I will stay by you. I will offer you some help if you want to make a change. I'm not the rescuing kind. It may feel kind of strange. I'm not here to take control. That's your life in your hands. Your body, mind, and soul. Isn't it time to make some plans? If you want my help, I'll problem solve with you. I will do what I can do, but mostly it's up to you. How will you learn? How will you grow if you haven't learned to take control of the show? Dancing clowns, prancing ponies. I really don't want to see some lame circus phony. It's not my circus, they're not my monkeys. Doesn't mean I care any less for you. Don't pout, don't cry those tears, don't try and manipulate my heart. I really do care. I'm here to help, to do what I alone can do. For you to be all that you can be, you must take responsibility for you. Together we will see those monkeys back in control. Together we will find a new, incredible you. I hope you found this helpful. It's part of a series I'm doing for a class that I'm running this week, actually, about lines, and it's about boundaries. So if you want to learn about that class, you need to get into it quick. Follow the links in the links below. Sign up to the email list so you can be learn about other classes that might be coming up soon. But until then, start thinking about the circuses and the monkeys that might be happening in your life, and think about the others that want to drag you into their circus and their screaming monkeys. Have a good week. Bye.